Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Obviously from the title of this video, I'm going to be sharing with you my top 15 Super Tart scents. And I'll tell you, this was really hard to narrow it down. I went into my bedroom, which is where I keep the majority of my Super Tarts, and I was just pulling things out of bins and laying them out all over the ground, trying to figure out what the heck I wanted to include in this video. It's definitely not an easy task. So if you don't know what Super Tarts is, it's an amazing wax vendor company. It's run by Brandy Williams. I've been shopping from Super Tarts since early 2017. So it's been around 4 years at this point, and she has so many scents. She has something like almost 800 scents, and absolutely no way have I tried all of them, but I have tried a lot of them. Super Tarts is one of those vendors where I just have bought a lot of stuff from her over the years, and I have a lot of favorites, so being able to narrow it down to 15, I'm pretty impressed with myself. Okay, so I do have this in order from 15, which is my least favorite on this list, although obviously it's still in my top 15. All the way down to my number 1 favorite scent. And I will also say that my top favorites have definitely changed over the years, so if I had done this back in even just 2 or 3 years ago, this lineup would have looked very, very different because my scent tastes have changed over the years. So it was kind of fun doing this now because I didn't realize that I am liking things that back when I first got started into wax, I didn't really like at all. In fact, some of these scents back in the day I just really kind of hated. So that is pretty awesome that they're in my top 15 at this point. And I do have scent descriptions for all of these. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So my number 15 scent. Oh, and I will include in the description box down below links to the Super Tarts website, her Facebook group, and if she has an Instagram page, I'll put that as well. So my top 15 scents. Let's get started. So number 15, here's a scent you don't see talked about very much. This is She's a Wildflower. And this scent is Flower Garden, Blue Sugar, and Potting Soil. And from what I see in the Facebook group, that's basically where everybody posts their reviews. So it's really convenient to kind of figure out what people are thinking about a scent in that group, I will say. I love that group. But in terms of what people say about this scent, it kind of scares them because it does have that potting soil note, which I'm not sure if it's the same thing as her dirt oil, but I mean, it's pretty similar, I'd say. And then it also has that flower garden scent, which is kind of arbitrary. Like, we don't know what kind of floral that is. That could be pretty much anything. So I do think she's being purposefully vague there because, I mean, obviously she wants to protect her specific recipe, but it does mean that we don't really know what's in it. Now, in terms of what this scent smells like, it's incredible. It's in my top 15 for a reason. To me, I get a really good balance of pretty much everything. I don't know what kind of floral is in this, but there is definitely a floral component. There is definitely a very earthy component, and that blue sugar just takes everything to the next level. Like, it's so much sweeter, it's so much more interesting. Blue sugar, if you don't know, it's an Aquilina dupe of a male cologne. So it's this sweet sort of cologne-y aspect mixed with the floral, mixed with the potting soil. It is such a unique scent, and I absolutely love it because I got this one years ago because I love Alice in Wonderland, and this was, at the time, this was part of her Alice in Wonderland collection, and I started melting it in the springtime, so it just always reminds me of spring. It smells like a beautiful spring day. You're out in the garden, but it's not just floral, it's not just earthiness. That blue sugar really takes it to a whole new level. My number 14 scent is My Pretty. And I will say that I haven't had a lot of this scent yet, but what I have had I absolutely love. I mean, heck, I got the thing in a band bag, so I must really love it. I don't usually buy scents in band bags unless I already know that I love them. And if you don't know what a band bag is, it's basically these bags of wax as opposed to, say, a clamshell. So these are 3 ounces, and the bags are between 10 to 11 ounces of wax. So they're just a bigger quantity. So my pretty is rose jelly, strawberry, mac apple, whipped cream, and pound cake. Oh my goodness. This is such a beautiful, uplifting scent. It definitely is. I guess this is more of a feminine scent because of that rose jelly in here. That's the same as rose jam, which is a Lush dupe. It's kind of this citrusy rose scent. That does give this a more feminine vibe, but it is still a very fruity scent. Don't get me wrong. Like, you have that strawberry, you have that mac apple. The pound cake, not so much. I wouldn't say that this is a bakery scent. I think that pound cake is more of a blender, kind of just evening everything out along with that whipped cream. But this is a really, really beautiful, fruity, slightly floral scent. Perfect for spring and summer. This is also a really nice body care scent. And I will say, if you like rose jam, you should probably go ahead and try this. To me, I think the rose jam is probably the strongest note, although it's different because of the other elements. So if you like rose jam, I think you should try this one. My number 13 pick from Super Tarts is Wonderland. Oh my gosh, me and Wonderland. I love this scent. Kind of a similar story to She's a Wildflower, where I got it way back in the day and I started melting it in the spring and summer, and now it just totally reminds me of that time of year. And at the time I'm recording this, it's the dead of winter and we're having some sun, but I mean, you know how it is in the winter. Everything's cold, it gets dark early. So just being able to transport myself to a warmer, sunnier time is awesome. So I definitely love this scent. And the notes on this one are apple mango laundry. Well, it's apple mango tango. She's just written it out a bit strange there. So apple mango tango, lollipop, and vanilla meringue. And apple mango tango is a Gain dupe. So Gain, the laundry soap. Apple mango tango is it's like a fruity Gain scent. And it's incredible. If you've ever had apple mango tango and you like laundry scents, you have to get this. This is like apple mango tango, but taken up a couple notches and on crack. This is amazing. This is the best version of apple mango tango I've ever had, and it's because of those other elements. They just complement the apple mango tango so incredibly well. So you have the lollipop and the vanilla meringue. The vanilla meringue kind of just rounds everything out really nicely, and the lollipop ups that sweetness level just a tad, and it's amazing. Like, Brandy is a blending genius. The fact that she could take a scent like apple mango tango, right? It's already amazing on its own, and then she adds a couple things, and now it's phenomenal. And as you can see, I'm running low on this one, which is not great. I definitely need more. I don't know when she's going to be offering this again, though, so I'm kind of hoarding what I have. Because I don't want to run out, and I really want to be able to melt this in the spring and summer, because it reminds me of that time of year, and it's so amazing. So my number 12 favorite Super Tart scent is Forks. Oh my gosh, this scent does not get enough love. Like, really and truly, this is one of my top favorite fresh scents as well from Super Tarts. So let's see. Forks is fresh air, oak, citrus, and golden amber. I really don't know why this scent doesn't get more love. There must be something in here that's scaring people. Maybe it's the amber note, maybe it's the oak. But it's such a good scent. If you like fresh scents, if you like woodsy scents, if you like something for fall that's a little bit different than just your traditional bakery type of vibe, you gotta try Forks. Now, I will say that there is a citrus note in this that is quite strong, and for some people that might be a little bit off-putting. For me personally, I love citrus scents, as you're going to see in this list. I love citrus scents, so for me that's not really off-putting. It just sort of adds to that whole atmosphere. But this is such a good scent. You have to try this, you guys. Like, whenever she offers this again. I've been waiting for her to offer this for a while. I don't know, maybe I just missed it, but I definitely need more Forks, because I'm also running low on this one. Oh, and it is such a unique scent. Like, really and truly, this is one of those scents where you just have to try them. There isn't anything in my Super Tarts collection that I would say really reminds me of this. It is very unique. And it's so well balanced. I definitely get a fresh air vibe. This is a fresh scent, first and foremost. But there is a woodsiness to this with that oak. And the citrus is there. It's sort of amping everything up, taking it to that next level. And there's also that amber. Like, really, I get all of the notes, and it just creates this really nice sort of atmospheric fall type of vibe. Like, I'm standing in a forest in Forks, Forks, Washington, and it's the middle of fall, and the leaves are falling, and the wind is blowing, and oh, it's absolutely incredible. It really takes you there. I will always buy this scent. It's one of my favorites. There's nothing else like it, in my opinion. At least from what I've tried. Okay, we're on to number 11. We have Posts Everyone. Another scent that does not get talked about nearly enough. So Posts Everyone. This is Gilded Amber, Rain, and Seaside, which I think is kind of a citrusy fresh scent with a little bit of floral. That's what Seaside is. So Posts Everyone. Another amazing scent. People, I think, are just scared to try it for some reason. I don't really know why. Is it the amber? Like, is that note off-putting to people? I'm not really sure. Let me know in the comments if that's the case for you. This is amazing. This is a fresh scent where the amber is, to my nose, the forefront. I do get the rain. The Seaside, I've never had Seaside on its own as an oil, so it's kind of hard for me to tell how much that's playing into Posts Everyone, but I do think it's there, because I am getting kind of a citrusy note to this, and I think the floral from the Seaside would play really well with the other elements, so I probably just wouldn't pick that out as well. But this is a scent where if it's raining outside, I want to melt Posts Everyone, because it just smells like rain, but it smells like a better version of rain because of that amber. And the amber is really strong in this to me, but I love amber scents. Like, if something has amber in it, I really want to try it. Amber's one of my favorites, and it goes so well with that rain and that Seaside. If you love fresh scents, you have to try this. This is amazing, and it is strong. I mean, I would say all the scents on this list are strong, but this is one of those scents that is really, really strong, perfect for a rainy day, or anytime you just want your house to smell fresh. I also think it would make just a really beautiful body care scent. If you want something that's not like fruity or floral or anything like that, you want something a little bit different, definitely Posts Everyone. So, now we're into the top 10. My number 10 pick. And from here on out, I will say that these scents are mostly heavy hitter scents. So what I mean by that is that a lot of these are scents that are just really, really good sellers on the Super Tarts website. And what can I say? They're good sellers for a reason. They're good sellers because they are incredible scents. But there's also a lot of incredible scents that don't sell as well. It just sort of depends on your scent preferences. So my number 10 is Fake and Bake. Yes, the infamous Fake and Bake. You've probably heard of it if you've been shopping from Super Tarts for any period of time. This is a scent where back when Brandy did a lot of restocks. This one would just sell out way too fast, and everyone wanted to get their hands on it. And once they found out how amazing it was, they would buy it in like these massive quantities, and she just could not keep up. So thank goodness she's doing mostly pre-orders at this point. That makes it so much easier to get a hold of our favorite scents when they are offered. And as you can see here, I have a super pan of this one. This is really old. This is, gosh, I think this might be back from like 2017. So pretty old. And I actually inherited this from my mom because she decided one day that she didn't like bakery anymore, which, you know, crazy, right? But not everyone likes bakery, so she sent me this, and I had so much Fake and Bake already that I had to get through, and now I'm finally starting to chip away at this super pan. And I hope that Brandy does super pans again. If you don't know what those are, they are these giant quantities of wax. I think these are between 20 to 22 ounces, and they are kind of pricey. Last time she offered them, they were at 25 bucks. The price is going to have gone up by then, though. And, man, I hope she offers them again soon because they're so beautiful. But I know with COVID and supplies being short, it's just been difficult. And they are very, very time-consuming to make as well. So, Fake and Bake. This one is zucchini bread, sugar cookie, and sweet cream. Oh my gosh. Ah, this is what this kind of bakery scent should smell like. And here's the thing, every vendor that does blends is going to have something like this. They're going to have some kind of combo like this, something that sort of smells like this. This is not a super unique blend idea. Okay, you can get this from pretty much any vendor, but this is my favorite version of this type of scent because there is something that Brandy has done with this. I don't know if it's her wax combo or the specific oil she's chosen or her recipe, whatever it is. I don't know, but hers is like bakery magic. If you don't like zucchini bread, I don't personally get much zucchini bread from this. What I get is, it's like you have cookies in the oven, right? You have sugar cookies in the oven, and you're pulling them out, and they're browning, right? So maybe they're just a little bit overcooked, but you can smell like that baking quality, like the underside of a sugar cookie that's kind of browning. That's what I get from this. It's not overly sweet, but it does give me that baked sugar cookie kind of vibe. And I just don't really get a ton of zucchini bread. So I would say if you don't like zucchini bread, try this one. Maybe don't, opt for a super pan or a bam bag unless you're like a really heavy melter. Maybe just go for a clamshell when they're available. But I would still say try this one because I think a lot of people don't really get zucchini bread from this. Some people do, but I personally just get an amazing bakery blend, and she has nailed this. It's like, this is a baked sugar cookie scent with just a sprinkle of magic. That's what this is. This is the best version of this type of scent that I've smelled from any vendor. So, I've rambled on long enough about that one. We gotta get going here. My number 9 choice is Harry. Oh man, and look how old this clamshell is, you guys. I mean, old label for one, and then look, it was back when she was still doing the decorations. So this is a couple years old. I just don't want to melt this because, well, she doesn't do these designs anymore. So I just think this is so cute. So I've been melting through my bam bag instead. But Harry is amazing. This is a combo of Magically Delicious and French Baguette. Oh, her French Baguette scent. If you are a bakery lover, you have to get her French Baguette, like in any blend, okay? All of her French Baguette scents are amazing. And her French Baguette is not overly yeasty. It's not like a fresh baked bread. It's different than that. I have smelled French Baguette on its own. It's actually a lot sweeter than you would think it would be. It's kind of like a sweet bread scent. And combined with her Magically Delicious, which is her Lucky Charms dupe, which she blends herself with like 8 different oils. Like, what the heck? That's incredible. Oh my goodness. This is just sweet bakery heaven, but not cotton candy sweet, not marshmallow. well, I guess this has Magically Delicious, so obviously there's marshmallow in this, but it's not like sickeningly sweet. Compared to Fake and Bake, this is definitely sweeter. But the thing I get from this that I love so much, and this is not in the scent description, this is just what I smell, but personally to me, this has a very kind of peanut butter cookie vibe. I don't know what it is about this. There's like this creaminess, there's this depth to this, along with being really nice and sweet as a bakery scent. It just kind of gives me that peanut buttery cookie vibe goodness. It's delicious. It's so addicting. So if you love bakery, I highly recommend that you try Harry if you can get your hands on it. My number 8 pick is Gryffindor. Oh my gosh, you guys. Gryffindor is phenomenal. I've had so many clamshells of this. Next time it's offered in BAMs, I'm definitely going to grab it. This is lemon custard, meringue, buttercream, cheesecake, and raspberry. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. This is one of those scents where every time I melt it, it's so bright and uplifting and happy. And it just makes me think of a beautiful, warm, sunny day. Like, this never fails to just raise my spirits. Oh my goodness. So what I get is a lot of lemon from this, but the raspberry kind of balances it out nicely. It gives it a different kind of tartness than what you would get from just a lemon. And you'll see a lot of vendors will do that kind of combo, a lemon with a raspberry, because it works. And then this cheesecake in there makes it very creamy. But don't get me wrong, it's not like a sickening... Some people avoid cheesecake because they think, oh, it's going to smell like sugar milk. It's going to smell like rotten milk, right? I mean, I personally don't get that at all from this. But I also like sugar milk, so maybe you should ask someone who doesn't like sugar milk. But I personally don't get any sort of sourness from this. It just adds a really nice creamy aspect, but it does not take away too much from that nice citrusy tartness of the lemon raspberry combo. Oh, it's so gorgeous and very, very strong and lasts a long time. When I melt a lot of these scents, I will just leave them on all day long, which I don't typically do with wax, but these are just so strong. Like, Super Tarts just so strong, I'll just leave her scents on all day long and not change them out because they just last for me. Next up, this is number 7. We have Belle. Oh my gosh, I love Belle. So Belle is a combination of her Beauty and the Beast scent, which is Magically Delicious, and blackberry, but it's combined with tea and cakes. This is magical. My goodness, I've had tea and cakes on its own, and I will say, it didn't really impress me. But this, it's like heck, you just add a couple of scents to tea and cakes, and suddenly it's amazing. Suddenly it is what it should smell like to me. Oh my gosh. Now, if you've had her Beauty and the Beast, this is different. This is for sure different. Tea and cakes is the primary note in this, and the Magically Delicious adds this little bit of extra sweetness, just that marshmallow note. Oh my gosh, it goes so well with this. And the blackberry adds a whole nother dimension. But those things are not the star of the show. The star of the show is definitely the tea and cakes. Oh, and it's so beautiful. It's so creamy. It's sweet without being too sweet. You do get a tea note to this, but this is very much a bakery kind of scent. And I think she really picked a perfect combination for the character of Belle. This is what she would smell like. Really and truly, it's perfect. Oh, I can't say enough good things about this. And while I don't have Beauty and the Beast on this list, I do want to mention it as an honorable mention because it is such an amazing scent, just all on its own. This is Blackberry Magically Delicious. I just happen to like Belle more. I love the combination with that tea and cakes. Beauty and the Beast is definitely a lot sweeter and more bakery compared to Belle, whereas Belle has more of a unique, creamy kind of vibe with that teen cakes. So number 6. Okay, we're getting into my top favorite scents here, guys. We have a scent that I've been melting forever, which is Middle Earth. My goodness. And as you can see, this wax is kind of old too. It was back when she was doing the fun designs. I especially liked her design for Middle Earth because it actually looked like Earth, you know, that you'd be walking on. And I love Lord of the Rings, so the fact that this is named after Middle Earth is even better. It is the perfect theme for this scent. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, so the scent description, this is dirt, rosemary, and fresh mint leaf. Oh my gosh. So for a long time, people were not buying this scent, I think because of the dirt. Like, once again, that scares people because they think it's going to smell like mud, but it totally doesn't. And then everyone started raving about it because they said it was so good for migraines and headaches, or if you're just not feeling well, like if you're sick. People were loving this scent for that reason. And now we're in 2021. This scent has just blown up over the last couple of years, where I would call this one of her heavy hitters. I mean, I don't work for her, so I don't know for sure, but I would think that this is one of her heavy hitters. Like, this is a big seller. And this is one that I personally always want to have on hand because it really is good for when you're not feeling well. But even just beyond that, like, it's just a good scent. It smells really good. Now, if you're scared of the dirt, whatever image you have in your head of what dirt smells like, it doesn't smell like that. This smells like clean earth. To me, that is what her dirt scent is. It's like clean earth. It's like when you go to a gardening store and you buy a big bag of that potting soil. It's still dirt, but it's clean. It smells fresh. It smells good. It smells earthy, but not like mud or, you know, something gross and nasty. No, this smells amazing. And then with that fresh mint leaf, it gives it this, it really amps up the freshness of what this is. It makes it so powerful. To me, now I grew up in Washington State. To me, this reminds me of growing up there because it smells like when, you know, Washington State has a lot of rain. So it smells like when you've just had a big rain pour and the rain has stopped and now you're opening up all the windows and it's just that feel of the fresh air hitting your face, and it's a little bit cold and it just smells so earthy and clean. That's what this is. So if you want to know what that feels like, buy yourself some Middle Earth. It's amazing. Oh my gosh. And with that fresh mint leaf, it even has that coldness to it. Really, it is an amazing scent. I can't say enough good things about it. My top 5. Number 5 is Mother of Dragons. Now, this is a scent that, you know, back in the day when I was first getting into vendor wax, I did not like this scent. In fact, I really kind of despised it. I had one clamshell of it. I could barely finish it. I had to send it to my mom, I think, and she didn't like it either. And I don't know, something happened with my nose. Like, my nose changed, and now I love citrus scents. Now this is one of my favorites. And I love that it's so citrusy, and I love that it's so strong. So, I mean, it just goes to show, even if you don't love a scent at the beginning, come back to it later because your nose can really change the more you smell things, the more your nose kind of adapts. And, I mean, if you keep exposing it to new things, you will have a very broad scent repertoire over time. Oh, this is beautiful. So the scent description on this is satsuma and pineapple. So 2 powerhouse citrusy scents. And, oh, this is everything. This is summer just, you know, 100 times. This is phenomenal. If you want a strong powerhouse citrusy scent, something that's just gonna blow you away when the summer comes around, this is it. Or if you just need a pick-me-up, right? Because it's the middle of winter and you have seasonal depression like me. You want something like this. Every time I melt this, I just feel happy and I want to melt it all day long, and then I want to melt it the next day, but I know I can't because I don't have very much left. So whenever she offers this again, I'm going to be picking up at least one band bag, maybe even two, because it really is that good. If you love citrus, you have to try that. You really do. My number 4. Okay, I'm getting excited here. We have Go to Sleep. I know. What Super Tarts top favorites list would be complete without this? Assuming, of course, you like lavender. Now, this is one of her top sellers, absolutely. I don't know what number it is. It might be her number 1, it might be her number 2 or number 3, but this is one of her top selling scents, and it is a top seller for a reason. It's because people love bedtime scents, and this scent smells amazing. But it also doesn't smell like any other vendor's version of, this is pink sugar lavender cream, I should say. It doesn't really smell like any other vendor's version of that. So if you want the magic that is Go to Sleep, you really can't go to any other vendor. Their version of pink sugar lavender is going to smell different. Oh, it is so beautiful. Her lavender cream is very unusual. It's not super sweet, and it's not really super herbal. It's definitely more of a creamy kind of lavender. I can definitely still tell it's lavender, though. So the lavender does stand out, but then so does her pink sugar. Her pink sugar, once again, is not super sweet compared to other vendors. It's actually more like kind of a feminine perfumey scent, but it is still sweet. So, you know, if you don't really love perfumey scents, you still gotta try this. I mean, it is a top seller for a reason, because it just seems to appeal to a lot of people, this combo. Oh, and when you melt this, it's so beautiful, so relaxing, so strong. Oh, but I mean, for me, while I do like to melt this, mostly around bedtime, you know, I put this in my bedroom, where I just have one warmer, mainly so I can really savor the scent, but it is also something that you could definitely melt all around your house, just for a really calm, relaxing vibe, and it would be absolutely perfect. So that's my number 4. Top 3. Here we go. My number 3 is Mouse Ears. Yes, another one of her top sellers. I mean, if you have not tried Mouse Ears and you like citrus, you gotta try Mouse Ears, okay? But, I mean, then you're probably gonna be addicted, and then you're gonna be sad if you can't get any more. Oh, so beautiful. This is lemonade and lollipops. Simple combo. I think a lot of vendors kind of do something similar to this, but I just always go back to the Super Tarts version because it's amazing, it's strong. Oh, it's just perfect. It's lemonade, yes, but it's also like a sweeter version of that with the lollipops. This is not a super candy scent to me. I've also heard some people call this very tart. I don't really think this is that tart. To me, this is mostly like a really sweet, amazing, delicious, addicting lemonade scent. So if that sounds like your kind of thing, you're probably going to love Mouse Ears. And this was a scent that for a long time, at the beginning of my wax journey, I was very afraid to try. And I actually ended up going to Brandy's warehouse. She does have a shop. It's closed right now because of COVID. But, I mean, since my parents live in Washington, I was lucky enough to be able to go to her shop. And at the time, she had super pans out of all these different scents. And one of them was Mouse Ears. And, you know, me being too scared to try the scent because at the time I did not like citrus, I gave it a sniff. And you know what? I walked out with a super pan of that scent. Can you believe that? Me being scared of citrus. Just smelling this on cold sniff. Buying a super pan. That's 20 to 22 ounces. So, yeah, that's Mouse Ears. Man, if you haven't tried that, you gotta try it. Whenever she offers it next. And she also has a whole collection that's based around Mouse Ears. Since she's doing the scent categories now, the scents are all kind of in different places. A lot of them are in the citrus category, I believe. But if you like the original Mouse Ears scent, you gotta try all of the different combos. She has some really good ones. My number 2. Here we go. We got Jaws. Oh, yes, if you are a fresh lover You have to try Jaws. And similar to Mouse Ear, she has a whole collection that revolves around Jaws. So it's Jaws combined with a bunch of different scents. Oh my gosh, you guys. Jaws is amazing. Ugh. When I haven't melted Jaws in a while, I will just get random cravings to melt Jaws. It is that good. Ugh. So if you've ever had salty sea air, oh, I didn't give you the scent description. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm really slacking here. So Jaws is, and there you can see it, it's sea salt, ozone, seagrass, plum, and pear. So I do get a fair amount of salty sea air, but this is definitely not straight salty sea air. There's a lot of stuff in here. This is more oceanic than salty sea air. There's like stuff in here that, you know, I think you'd really only find in the ocean. But then it smells way better than the ocean because the ocean can also kind of smell a little yucky. Oh my gosh, it's like the most incredible smelling ocean I've ever smelled. And you really get that, you get the freshness from the sea air, you get the saltiness from the ocean, you even get maybe a little bit of grassiness. Well, I don't want to scare anybody off. This is not a super grassy scent. And then that plum and pear just really kind of sweetens everything. It's amazing. And kind of hard to describe, but still something you should try if you're a fresh lover. Even if you're not, this is still a top-selling scent. I love this one for really all year round. There isn't, you know, except maybe for the fall when I'm like really into my fall scents, but otherwise I melt this all year round because it's that good. And I do have some honorable mentions here. Just a couple of my favorite Jaws blends. If you love original Jaws, you definitely need to try some of the blends. So I'm not going to go into like tremendous detail here, but some of my personal favorites include Quint's Harpoon, which is Jaws blended with orange slices. We also have Brody's Bounty. This is Jaws and Blackberry. We have Ellen, which is Jaws and Pink Sugar. And this is a very different iteration of Jaws. It really changes the whole scent. And same thing with Eaten Alive. This is Jaws and Pomegranate. Very different scent to me than just the original Jaws. Oh my gosh. This is incredible. Whenever this comes around, I want a Bam Bag. Oh, I love Eaten Alive. So here we are, guys. If you've stuck through till the end of this video, give this video a thumbs up. But, you know, apart from that, good on you, because I know I have a tendency to ramble. I really like wax, so I could talk about it all day. But I don't want to keep you here forever. So my number one top favorite Super Tarts scent of right now, because this could change next year, let's be honest, is Lucky Lemons. Ah! A lucky, lucky lemons. A lucky, lucky lemons. This is such a good scent. This is a beautiful scent. Similar to Mouse Ears, when I walked into Brandy's warehouse that day and I thought I was so scared of citrus, I also smelled Lucky Lemons. And I walked out with a super pan of that one as well. You guys, this is the most magical lemon bakery scent I have ever tried. So Lucky Lemons is magically delicious and lemon curd. And let me tell you, I've had a lot of lemon scents across the years from so many different vendors, so many lemon bakery scents, and a lot of them just smell the same to me. I mean, let's be honest, there's only so many ways that you can do a lemon bakery scent. But then comes in Lucky Lemons, and I realized that there is something magical about Brandy's lemon curd oil that you just don't get from anybody else. Like, I don't know what oil that is, if it's a single oil or if it's her own unique concoction that makes lemon curd. I don't know what it is, but lemon curd is the bomb. It is such a unique, complex lemon. Oh my gosh. Number one, if you like lemon, you have to try this. Number two, even if you don't like lemon, you have to try this, because you might end up loving it anyway. This is, it's lemon, but it's more complex. Like, it's almost like there's a saltiness to this, which I know sounds weird, like, oh yuck, who would like salt and wax? But It's just enough to where it's making this crazy, crazy good. And it's also a little bit more sugary than a traditional lemon as well. So it's just playing up the balance of the lemon to where it's no longer just basic. Now it's a masterpiece. And then, of course, you combine anything with Magically Delicious, and it's just going to turn it into this beautiful, a little bit more creamy, delightful, light bakery scent. And that's the thing about Magically Delicious, is that it's never going to be a heavy bakery, unless you combine it with, like, actual heavy bakery. But on its own, it's just a really nice marshmallowy cereal scent. So that's Lucky Lemons. This is my top pick from Super Tarts. If you don't know what to buy, I'd say go for any of the ones on this list, but then also look at her list of all of her scent descriptions, which is on her website and on her Facebook page, and pick out ones that sound good to you. But, you know, keep in mind she's doing pre-order style, and occasionally she's stocking the website, so you're never going to be able to buy everything that you want at one time. You do have to pay attention and then get the things that you want as she's offering them. So that is everything, guys. That is my top 15 favorite Super Tart scents. Once again, let me know in the comments below what your favorite Super Tart scents are. Let me know if we have any similar favorites or if your list is totally different. And you know what? It really well could be, because she has almost 800 scents. It's pretty overwhelming. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below. Subscribe if you are so inclined. And let me know what you want me to make wax videos on in the future. I will see you later, guys. Bye.